Another gorgeous night here at the Dirt Yard, host of the 2021 NWA Tournament Finals and the 2018 National Wiffle League Association Field of the Year. My name is Rudy Lyon, and I am the Deputy Commissioner of Circle City Wiffle Ball League, your host for this year's tournament here in Indianapolis, Indiana. And again, another gorgeous night here at the Dirt Yard. It's September. We've turned the calendar over, and we are just a mere 11 days away from first pitch of the tournament on Friday night, September 17th. That first opening game will be right here on this field. And also happening on this field tonight is that 2021 tournament pool draw. So I'll give you some explanation as to how this is going to work. If you haven't heard through the grapevine or listened to any podcasts or seen any video on how this is going to all shake out, you can check out the website, the NWA website, and see how the tournament bracket format is going to be functioning. It's called the now Crossroads tournament format, which the committee put together, myself included being on the committee, and aptly named after us coming to the crossroads of America for this tournament. So how pool play, though, is going to work and how we're going to work this draw tonight is in a multitude of different systems and new ideas that we've come up with this year. So over here to my right, we've got 3 tiers of 6 teams. That's 18 total teams that will be coming here to battle it out for wiffle supremacy in just a few short days. We've got tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, and all these teams are ranked in their tiers based on how they finished in the 2020 tournament, or if they haven't been present at the tournament for a while. So for example, we do have all 6 of our top 6 finishers from last year, with HRL being the number 1 as the reigning champs, making their return to defend their title. 7 through 12 are in tier 2. I believe all of those teams have returned as well. And then in tier 3, you have a mixture of some teams that were present last year and also some first-timers this year, as well as some teams that have just been absent, like that were not present in 2020, like Leroy or MLW, but they have had a presence at this tournament before. So, give an explanation to how these pools are going to work. Right here on the center field fence, here at the Dirt Yard, we've got 3 different hubs that have pools, 2 pools each nested inside of them. The hubs are named after the colors of Circle City Wiffle Ball and the Indiana state flag. That's blue, gold, and white. Blue will contain Pool A and Pool B, gold, C and D, and white, E and F. Now you're going to get 2 games in your pool of 3. So for example, Pool A, you will play a tier 1 team, will have a 2 and a 3 in their pool so that we have pool balance. And you'll play those 2 teams. But for a third pool play game, we're adding a crossroads game where you will get to play the team of the same finishing record within their pool that is within your hub. So Pool A 2-0 team, for example, would play the Pool B 2-0 team, just as the 1-1 teams or the 0-2 teams would play each other. Now you're saying, or thinking probably, what if all 3 teams tie at 1-1? Simple solution to that, we'll just go based off tiebreaker and rank them 1 through 3 based on run differential or runs allowed, whatever the determinative tiebreaker is for pool play. So if you do have 3 1-1s, you would still have the lowest ranking 1-1 team playing an 0-2 team in the other pool. That'll give you 3 pool play games. And that's going to happen with all 3 hubs. Each hub contains 6 teams, a pool contains 3. Just trying to give you the terminology so that there isn't any confusion as to what these words are. Perhaps it will create more confusion. Just thought maybe calling pools by letter, tiers by number, and hubs by color would be helpful in making things clearer than what they probably are with this new system. So now that that's explained, why don't we just get into it? We'll start drawing these teams from a bucket, and at CCW, at Circle City Wiffle Ball, we use Tidy Cats litter buckets and for our balls on the pitching mound. And this one is particularly important to me or significant because it's cracked, and I think that's my fault. I got frustrated a couple of years ago, gave up a home run, and punted this bucket into foul territory from the mound, and it forever has my mark on it. So what we're going to be doing is taking these wiffle balls that you see below you. They are sectioned off by tier, and we're going to put 6 in at a time. We'll start with tier 1, and what I'm going to do is shuffle them around. I won't be looking in. I'll be making eye contact with the camera. I'll pull it out, show the camera, and whenever team is pulled, I will place, just going straight across in order, A through F for each tier. So in tier 1, we'll draw them first. You got HRL, MA, OCAWAA, WSEM, KWL, and Ridley Park. As I said, I'll pull a team, I'll place them in their pool, and then once this bucket is empty, I'll move on to tier 2 and just keep moving across doing the same thing. Here we go. First team drawn for the 2021 NWA tournament. Tier 1 Pool A will be MA, Mid-Atlantic Wiffle. First team off the board. It's a little exciting. It's like you're in a war room with your teammates waiting for your name to be called for March Madness. See if you make the field of 68. Our field is 18, so 1 down, 17 to go. Pool B, also in the blue hub, alongside MA, will be a familiar foe, Ridley Park. So we got some East Coast wiffle action coming at you in the blue hub in Pool B. If these two teams, for example, were to go 2-0 in pool play, see if this stick-em cooperates. If they were to go 2-0 in pool play, they would be facing off once again for their third pool play game. Moving on to the gold hub, Pool C, we've got Kalamazoo, KWL, the runner-up from last year. Went on a bit of a Cinderella run. Represented Michigan well, as did WSEM. We had a huge Midwest influence in the top 6 last year. KWL in Pool C, halfway there through Tier 1. Pool D, also in the Gold Hub, we've got HRL. Look at that. 2 teams have faced off in the championship game. They're in the same hub this year in 2021. Chance to play each other in a crossroads game should they have identical records after their pool play games with that final hub play game. Alright, the white hub, Pool E and F. Last 2, I'll just pull them both because the last one's a foregone conclusion. We have OCAWAA, they will be in E, and WSEM. Boom. OCAWAA, a merger of 2 teams out east in the Mid-Atlantic region in New York, Pennsylvania. And then WSEM, 3-time champions of the NWA tournament. So that's Tier 1. Now we'll move on to Tier 2. Show them to you. We got Will, 2018 champs. Wild and Wonderful Wiffle, WWW. Griffle Ball, Skibby, Yish, and your hosts, Circle City. So with Ma in Pool A, we have Yish. Made their first appearance last year, I believe. And They are back for more. A little bit of a closer drive for them, I think. And heading out to Pittsburgh. Thanks again to the Will guys last year for hosting last minute, taking the responsibility off our shoulders here in Indy. Did a great job on a short timeline and some very unfortunate circumstances, obviously, under COVID. Pool B, also in the Blue Hub. Tier 2, we've got, I was just talking about him, Will, go figure. All right, Ridley Park and Will. A little intrastate Pennsylvania matchup. WPA and EPA, Western PA. Loved going out to Pittsburgh last year again. I lived out in that area for a good stretch, and when we got into the city, man, it had been too long. It's good to be back. All right, Gold Hub Pool C, along with Kalamazoo, we've got Wild and Wonderful Wiffle, WWW. Guys coming in from West Virginia. The Mothmen, unless they've changed their name. We haven't gotten all mascots confirmed or their team names confirmed. There you go. Kalamazoo, WWW. Next up with HRL, the same hub. We've got Circle City. So CCW is going to get their crack at the defending champs. Go figure. It's almost like I planned it that way. I didn't. No conspiracies here. We're not about that. You saw it. This video is not doctored. Pretty exciting matchup there. Guaranteed to play each other. All right. White Hub, Pool E, and Pool F. Again, I'll do what I did with Tier 1, Pool E. Skibby. So Skibby is with OCA WAA, and Griffleball is with WSEM. Okay, 2/3 of the way in. The pools are starting to show some character and excitement for guaranteed matchups. I think there's even added excitement when you see the hubs put together and trying to predict like who's going to match up in that third pool play game. Going to give a little extra flair, a little more late tournament playoff feel earlier on Saturday. I think is a good touch. Okay, now Tier 3. Here, I'm sorry, I needed to show them to you. Dirtball, the team that I'll be managing. Northeast Ohio Wiffle, Neo. Leroy. Colony. And then MLW. YouTube famous MLW and Berwyn, newly named from the Chicago area. I'll throw them all in there again. That was not the official draw. That was just me getting ahead of myself and getting excited to fill out these pools. All right, Pool A, Tier 3. Here we go. Who's going to round out Ma and Yish? MLW. Okay. So the boys from Michigan, they're going to get a chance. Get a shot at Ma. Good, and in there, same hub, Blue Hub. Heavy, just noticing, heavy Northeast influence in the Blue Hub here. We got Ma, Ridley Park, and Will. Little Midwest action with MLW. Up next, filling out Pool B, Leroy. There's more Midwest. Start a riot. Ryan Bogus and Kyle Gagliardi, amongst some others that are familiar with us here in Circle City. They make their road trips down I-65 to Indianapolis. They've played with us for the last couple of seasons, so they'll definitely have a feel for playing right here at the backyard. Pool C in the Gold Hub with Kalamazoo. We've got and Wild Wonderful Wiffle, Berwyn Wiffle. Again, Chicago boys. We got West Virginia. We've got Michigan, Western Michigan, and Illinois, Chicago area. Okay. It's all coming together here. Okay, so Pool D, Gold Hub with HRL and CCW. We have Neo, Northeast Ohio Wiffle. So Ohio, Indiana, and Minnesota, an all Midwest grouping. So Indiana, Neo is the first team. Yeah, first and only team, not first team, but only team from Ohio in the field this year. And then in Pool E, in the White Hub with OCA, WAA, VHS, DVD, and Skippy, SWBL. We have, not looking again, my squad, Dirtball, making their first appearance. Slow pitch wiffle tourney circuit here in Indianapolis. So we're gonna get our shot against OCA, WA, and Skippy. And that obviously means that Colony Wiffle will round out the tournament entirely. So there is the field of 18. Breathe it in, soak it in. Got a lot of interesting matchups in pool play, also potentially in hub play. I'm excited for this. I know the committee's been working hard over the last few months to not only create an exciting and new playoff format or pool play and tournament format. We've got our 4-quad system that has crossing over of brackets, which will probably be confusing to those of you that are trying to follow along on the day of if you don't grasp it heading into it. But again, check out the website and anything on our NWLA tournament social media outlets to get more answers. If you do have questions, please don't hesitate to talk to us at Circle City Wiffle on our Twitter or social media accounts and the NWLA social media accounts. So again, Rudy Lyon, Deputy Commish of Circle City Wiffle. There's the draw. We'll see you guys here on Friday, September 17th.